So, one day after outgoing President Joe Biden pardoned Jamaica's first national hero, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the Caribbean and the world is responding. In today's video, I'll be taking a look at a statement from the opposition leader of Jamaica, Mark Golding. Let's talk about it.
I acknowledge with pleasure President Biden's use of his clemency power in relation to Jamaican national hero and Pan-Africanist, the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We are claiming this as a complete exoneration of our national hero, who suffered a grave injustice when he was wrongfully prosecuted in the U.S. for mail fraud and sentenced in 1923 to 5 years in prison. Marcus was imprisoned from 1925 to 1927, when U.S. President Calvin Coolidge commuted the sentence and had him deported. President Biden's action corrects a grave historical miscarriage of justice that had resulted from an illegal operation designed to disable the influential Pan-Africanist movement, the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, that had captured the imagination of hundreds of thousands of people of African descent. President Biden's action acknowledges the profound impact that Garvey had in shaping the narratives of freedom, equality, and justice. Garvey's principles of unity and self-determination serve to solidify and embolden the mandate of social justice movements in Africa and its diaspora, and will also encourage a new generation of Pan-Africanist advocates to assume a mantle of leadership with a renewed sense of purpose. The decision is a call to action to African peoples to advance the agenda that Mr. Garvey was promoting over a century ago. It is a vindication of the principles for which Garvey stood. Marcus Garvey, a visionary and an extraordinary Pan-Africanist, played a pivotal role in advocating for the empowerment and upliftment of African peoples globally. A Jamaican by birth, Garvey's influence transcended borders, inspiring countless individuals to take pride in their heritage, reclaim their identity, and strive for the liberation of their peoples. His ideas continue to resonate today, calling us to action and urging us to recognize our shared responsibility towards one another. Marcus Garvey's philosophies were deeply ingrained in the civil rights movements across our region and beyond. His call for a universal African identity, a call for Africans to embrace their true selves and work together for the betterment of their communities, remain as vital today as they were during the early 20th century. We have witnessed the impact of his teachings in our local context, inspiring generations to stand up for their rights and demand justice. While grave issues of inequity and imbalance continue to face African peoples and the diaspora, this action provides a beacon of hope and is an emblem of resilience and determination. Action, self-reliance, the vision of self, and the future have been the only means by which the oppressed have seen and realized the light of their own freedom. Let us continue to draw inspiration from his life and work, pushing forward with strength and unity as we strive for a brighter, more just future for all. The willingness to right historical wrongs not only restores honor to Marcus Garvey, but also paves the way for future dialogues on race, equality, and justice.
Yes, so that was the statement from Mark Golding, the opposition leader, the leader of the People's National Party of Jamaica, coming out with a quick statement in response to the pardon of Jamaica's first national hero, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And in that statement, you can see him thanking Joe Biden for going ahead and do this pardon before he exited office. So my question is, what do you think about the statement from Mark Golding? And if you are Jamaican, if you are someone that follow the teachings of Marcus Garvey, the life of Marcus Garvey, does this pardon makes a difference? Does this pardon, do you look at Marcus Garvey in a different light because of this pardon? And one of the things I must point out in the statement from Mark Golding in that statement stated that Marcus Garvey was exonerated. And, you know, I'm no scholar, but I went to look up, and exoneration is the act of clearing someone from blame, guilt, and criminal charges. That is what exoneration, the definition in the Oxford Dictionary. And pardon, the difference is the pardon is an act of forgiving and being forgiven. So that sounds different to me. This, what Mark Golding described as an exoneration, that is not what happened with the pardon. A pardon is saying that, look, you're guilty of an offense and we forgive you. That is completely different from an exoneration in my book that's saying we're clearing you from blame, you did nothing wrong. So, as I said, I'm not a scholar, so sound off in the comment section and let me know if I got it correct. Is there a difference in your eyes, or if you are a scholar, is there a difference between being pardoned and being exonerated? And as I said, as if you are a Jamaican, if you are someone from the Caribbean, someone from Africa that followed the teachings of Marcus Garvey, that looked up to Marcus Garvey in a way that you're like, this man was a legend, this man was great. His contribution to the Black liberation movement was out of this world, and we would love to see that movement continue. If you are that person that you look up to the teachings of Marcus Garvey, what does this mean? Do you feel any different waking up today knowing that Marcus Garvey was pardoned by the outgoing president, Joe Biden? Do you feel different from yesterday when he wasn't pardoned? And as Jamaicans and just friends of Marcus Garvey, do you think that this is going to validate Marcus Garvey teaching? And do you think that this pardon will amount into something like a rebirth of the Garvey teachings? Sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think. For me, it's my same reaction from my first reaction. To me, it's like a mixed reaction. I'm like, I feel good, but I'm like 102 years after. And knowing the history and to know that all of these charges were just trumped up charge to deport Marcus Garvey and to stop Marcus Garvey from achieving what he wanted to achieve in terms of the Black Star Liner, in terms of connecting Black people in America, in the Caribbean, in the United Kingdom, and in Africa. We know that this was an attempt to stop all of that work, all the good work, and everything came to a standstill after the arrest and the deportation of Marcus Garvey. Like hundreds of thousands of dollars were invested by people across America, people across the United Kingdom and the Caribbean, and everything just came to a full stop with the arrest and with the sabotage that was done with the Black Star Liner. So a pardon 102 years later, I don't know. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Are you feeling good about the pardon, or you're saying that, you know what, it doesn't matter at this time? Because if you are someone that follow the teaching of Marcus Garvey, this charge, the criminal charge, the mail fraud charge, was not something that you would look at to say, I'm not going to follow the teachings of Marcus Garvey. And you are not one of those persons who had Marcus Garvey as a criminal. So sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.